Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Welcome in day 71 of 90-day detox. And today we're going to align your environment to support your goals, girlfriend. Welcome to Cooking with Purpose. I'm Veronica, Rosa, your emotional wellness and life coach. And today we're diving into something that many of us get stuck on when we're trying to make big changes. So you don't need to force results. You need to align yourself with your environment. If you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but you still don't see any progress, whether it's your health, wealth, your finances, or just healing in general, this video is for you, girlfriend. Let's talk about the truth. Force versus flow. Let's be real. Force feels like hustle and bustle and pressure, anxiety and restriction and burnout. Alignment feels like rhythm, support, ease, trust. You feel that shift in the energy. And so that also affects your cortisol. So you're not all stressed out and creating more cortisol and you're like restraining yourself, restricting yourself. And so let's switch from force to flow. When your environment is working against your goals, you always feel like you're swimming against the current, like you're swimming upstream. But when your environment works with your intentions, that's when the real results happen. So let's go over 5 environmental shifts to support your goals. Number 1, clear the clutter, physical clutter, mental clutter, clean the counters, your closets, open up space for you to breathe, open up the vacuums of abundance and think more clearly. Journaling helps you clear, declutter the old belief systems, the old thoughts, the negative thoughts, what no longer serves you, and gives you the opportunity to start writing powerful, positive affirmations, to get clear, to do a vision board and get clear and do daily steps. So that also is internally cleaning the clutter. Number 2, make your healthy habits visible. You want to drink more water? Leave full bottle water where you can see it. I want to drink more water. You see it next to the refrigerator. I To remind me to drink water, I put this big old jug of water right here because it keeps me focused. I want to eat more fruits. Keep it out. More veggies, put it up on the top shelf of the tray in your refrigerator instead of hiding it in the drawers on the bottom. So make your health visible. You want to meditate? Set up a sacred corner. You want to cook at home? Keep your produce in sight so you're not forgetting about it being buried in the fridge. Number 3, silence the noise, remove distraction, mute the negativity, turn off what pulls you out of your purpose. So, setting boundaries is key. Create a soundscape that feeds your soul. Right now, I'm listening to meditation music. I didn't light my candle because I'm leaving early today. I'm not going to be cooking. But set up your environment so it's a sacred environment. Put up some worship music or just pure silence, but keep even the background noise positive affirmation. Be mindful of the music, the words that you're hearing, because that's what we're absorbing in the subconscious. Number 4, curate your social circle. Surround yourself with people who support your standards, not sabotage them. Are the people around you draining your energy or pouring into it? Number 5, keep your vision in front of you. So use your vision board, post affirmations, write your goals on the mirror, put it on the refrigerator. I'll create a vision board or a collage and I'll have it on my wall screen on my phone. So that will let your environment remind you of what you are becoming, not what you are escaping from. With that being said, it's time to journal and do some reflection. Grab your journal and ask yourself these 3 questions. What part of my environment are silently sabotaging my goals? What in your environment are sabotaging your goals? And make a plan to remove those, to set boundaries and create the environment that's going to support you in your goals. Number 2, what small changes can you make to feel more supported at home, work, or just in your normal daily routines? What changes can you make to be more supported in your daily routines? And question number 3, What does an environment that fully supports the woman you're becoming look like? So get down, journal, create that vision board. What is that? What is that happy version of yourself? What does that look like? What does the environment look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? And so getting clear on the dream, the vision that you are wanting to achieve is crucial. It's key. So get your journals and do some reflection. And now let's anchor in this energy with powerful affirmations, because your affirmations is your way out from your emotional blocks. And repeat after me. Sometimes it's gonna feel fake, and you just fake it until you make it. You just keep positive. Repeat these out loud or write them on your journal. I have my powerful affirmations again on my wallpaper background for my phone. So I'm constantly reminding myself of these positive affirmations. So I release the need to force results. I align my environment with my intentions. I'm supported by the space I've created. My home, my habits, and my relationships reflect my worth. I grow best where I am rooted in peace. And instead of cooking in the kitchen today, I'm heading out to support my husband at work. And that means that we will be eating out tonight. But alignment doesn't just stop just because the stove is off. Alignment is how you live, how you choose, how how you choose to nourish yourself even while you're on the go. I love to use that as an excuse to hit that fast food. And sometimes fast food is like the only viable thing to do, but you still have a choice to pick healthier versions and healthier options through when you're passing through the fast foods. So tonight's reminder is that you don't have to force your goals, you just have to align yourself with your goals. And sometimes alignment looks like choosing presence over perfection, listening to your body, not your pressure, ordering foods that honor your energy, not just your cravings. And here are a few aligned eating tips that when I'm dining out, I choose. I choose to a sit down spot over fast foods whenever possible. Although today might not be a sit down spot, but even if we go to fast foods, even if my husband picks the fries and soda, I'm going to choose protein and greens. I'm going to look for grilled chicken, fish, plant-based proteins with steamed veggies or a salad, and you're gonna feel light fueled, not weighed down or sluggish. That's a bonus, that's the plus. Skip the sugary drinks like soda, choose lemon water, choose unsweetened tea. For that reason, I always carry stevia with me because stevia is a natural, healthy sweetener. It actually has health benefits, and we'll talk about that later. But I carry stevia with me. Get an unsweetened tea. You can add that, or just I'm taking my lemon water. I'm actually gonna take me a lemon too because my mouth. Great. I love lemons. If you're treating yourself, sip slowly and with intentional. It's not about being perfect. It's about being conscious and aware. And sometimes, hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. This weekend, it was one of those days that a girl goes through, and we had cake and we had ice cream. But you know what? It was mindful when with intention. So it's not about being perfect. It's about being present and mindful and aware. Okay. Tip. Also, another tip is to avoid those French fries. Those French fries are not even. It's bad oils that they're using. It's this clogging up our pores. Plus, it's not just potatoes anymore. They add like 19 ingredients for preservatives and this and that. So skip the French fries. Swap for roasted veggies or the side salad or fruit if it's available. I have some strawberries. I can take some strawberries. But ask yourself before you order, is this choice in aligned with the woman I'm becoming? If the answer is yes, enjoy every bite. If not, pause and pivot and make another choice that's going to nurture your body from the inside out, and your future self will thank you for it. Most importantly, let go of guilt. If you deviate, do it with intention, not with shame, girlfriend. So there's no shame. I deviated. I did it with intention. I needed that chocolate for some reason. I tried it, but I needed that chocolate. And I did smaller portions, and I added strawberries, made it a little bit more healthier. So again, it's not about being perfect. It's about being conscious and aware. And tonight I may not be cooking, but I'm still choosing with purpose, and so can you. Because remember that cooking with purpose is not just about food, it's about freedom. For me, that freedom started when I began to detox from sugar, alcohol, and everything else that was dimming my light, my mind, body, spirit. Back in high school, I started on birth control. It made me gain a whole bunch of unwanted weight. I started to have anxiety and depression and a vicious cycle of prescription medications. It led also into addiction. Years later, I found myself pregnant in prison for 6 months, came out 8 months pregnant, and I decided I was going to change my life. Met an older man. He was like 13, 16 years older. Things were great, but at 7 years I found myself as a divorced single mom, overwhelmed, watching my son, my 7-year-old son, spiral from ADHD and thoughts of not wanting to be here. Around the same time I lost our health insurance, I found out that his Adderall was going to be $550 a month. That was over 10 years ago, so I can't imagine what it is now, and that was out of pocket. I found out, most importantly, what Adderall is. It's another narcotic. So I'm like, why am I gonna give him this? So and then I had a breast cancer scare, and then I hit rock bottom because I got a DUI. I didn't know how to regulate my emotions. So I was drinking a lot, just trying to survive, and I ended up getting a DUI. And life at the moment was just too much for me to handle, and I broke down. But that breakdown actually became my breakthrough. I realized that our society's systems, our society's norms, the people around me, they weren't helping me. And that breakdown actually became my breakthrough because I stopped waiting for the systems and for people to help and save me. And I started taking my power back by studying life, studying health, studying our food system, studying holistic healing, to say the least. Long story short, I put my son on a sugar detox, and in just 3 days, I saw a whole different child, night and day. It was as if he were on Adderall without the Adderall side effects, and he was happier, more clear minded, more alive. And that's what sparked my journey into wellness. And since then, no prescriptions, no more problems. We began to actually heal from the inside out with real food by setting boundaries. And that brought self confidence, self love, real health, and abundance in all areas of our lives. My son and I, 10 years later, we're still medication free from anxiety, depression, insomnia, ADHD. We don't take any medication. My husband and I had also gone through toxic cycles of ups and downs because we were addicts. We didn't know how to regulate our emotions. But now we're thriving, living in union with love, with respect, running two businesses, including vitality and values, wellness, that's helping transform lives all over the world. And it all started in the kitchen with one decision to start detoxing sugar. So tonight, as you eat, as you have your dinner, remember that one nourishing, that's the word I was looking for earlier, not nurturing, nourishing. One nourishing choice at a time can also help you rewrite your story. So join me on a 90-day detox challenge. It is free to start. Go to vitalityvalueswellness.com and get started for free, girlfriend, to start tracking your habits 90 days at a time, and then skip and then repeat. I don't know why I said skip, but repeat. I'm gonna do a quick 3 angel message for you, and then I'm gonna get going to assist my husband. Face your financial fears. Says, when you're honest about yourself, about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self doubts. So you're not alone. Second message for you: exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose fun and meaningful activities. So, exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. Another message for you. One last message from our angels as a reminder: donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will return to you many folds in miracle ways. The time supplies money, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. Amen. With that being said, I just did a GoFundMe for a girlfriend, a mother who unfortunately lost her son. He was 29 years old on a job in California. They live in Florida, and he was in a semi truck accident. And so they're right now trying to recover the body and bring him back. And so the family definitely needs help. And any penny, any dollar that you can spend, if you can donate to the GoFundMe accounts, the link is on my page. With heavy hearts, sending just lots of love and prayers to the family. And I can't imagine being in that situation. So if you do have some extra funds that you can spare to this family, please donate to the GoFundMe so that we can bring William back home and give him a proper burial. And lay him to rest. So, with that being said, thank you for joining me. It's not too late for you to join this 90-day detox challenge. It is free for you to join. Join me and meet me back in the kitchen tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye. Are you ready to take the first steps to shedding weight, boosting your energy, and transforming your habits? It all starts here. Visit vitalityvalueswellness.com and look for the free habit tracker section. Enter your first name, your last name, along with your email address, and your tracker will be delivered straight to your inbox. You've got this. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Download now and let's start your journey today. vitalityvalueswellness.com.